Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu Merfolk Master. I'm here with my brother, and we are back with Super Simic in Modern. Yeah, let's just get into it. You love Simic, you love aggro decks. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
I love aggro decks.
But anyway, as we wait for our opponent, we'll easily this hand's fine. It'll be good if we are in a tempo matchup, and because of Aether Vial, I don't mind having a bunch of Grizzly Bears like this. Like, having a bunch of Tricksters and Harbinger can be, like, really clunky, and it's hard to push through damage, but if you have Aether Vial in addition to those things, then actually you can push through damage quite well.
Merfolk is optimal when you're playing 4 spells a turn.
Yes, any deck is optimal if you play 4 spells a turn. So as we wait for our opponent, I think, to keep their hand, we'll thank our sponsors, starting with themanabase.com. The content creation site with articles and podcasts on Commander, on Historic, Pioneer, Modern, and more. The Mana Base is your home base for everything Magic the Gathering and Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online, and you can support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or you can get 15% off your first 3 months using my coupon code Nikachu. Alright, this is the first time we get to go first. Let's hope we can make use of it. I really actually hate looking at Waterlogged Grove. There are so few matchups where I actually want this thing. Maybe I should I don't know what to replace it with, though. What else can I replace Waterlogged Grove with? Like more with unclaimed territory or something? I really don't want the mana. Oh, sorry, I don't want the card draw.
Replace it with...
And we're up against humans?
Seize Claim.
This hand is, like, okay against humans, but it's not that good.
Or Aquatex will.
That was a very good draw. That was a very good draw. I'm not going to complain. That was a good draw. Sure. This does nothing. I would actually like to keep the Thalia on the battlefield somehow. Someone wanted to draw another Lord, so I could freely attack with... Maybe I can attack with both of them, and they'll just Trickster one. Or I could Trickster it, bounce it. Pending what they do with this. I think they have nothing.
That sucks.
Why are there no mill decks in Modern? There are. They're just not popular because they're not that strong overall. Okay, so I can play Trickster again, and maybe Harbinger on my turn.
This is the first Mutavault we've seen all league.
We only have 2 in the deck, so maybe. They have their own silent clearing here. Thalia's Lieutenant, maybe? Yep. Can't take anything from me, right? ETB, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. Exile that card. Non-creature, non-land. Alright. Take a look at my hand. I'll let them attack. If they want to attack with Thalia, I mean, I'll just take the damage and I'll tap, bounce, Kitesail Freebooter. They opted not to do that, so I will tap down the Thalia again with the option of bouncing with I'll probably bounce it with Harbinger. And I'll attack with virtually every... I might even attack with the Mutavault. If we draw a land, I'll attack with the Mutavault. Is this lethal if they don't block? 3, 6. It's 15 damage, so they sort of have to block with everything. Maybe bouncing this with Harbinger is not necessary. Attack with all these. It's a good attack. I guess they have to block this with the Kite Self Rebooter, which is fine. This is just so much damage.
It's not enough
Yeah,
damage.
that's a chump block. We'll still get in 9 damage, no matter what. Like, from our opponent's perspective, they're like, what can I do to, like, stay alive? Like, these are just going to exchange, but they're going to go to 2 life. I mean, everything's bad for them. Do you see how... I mean, maybe I'm singing a little too soon.
What?
Do you see how we need spreading seas here? Like, we don't. Like, when we're winning... Like, a lot of games that we're winning against humans is when we don't have spreading seas.
Is that Karn or Platinum Imperium in his avatar?
Platinum Imperium. I can see how you could make the mistake. They can look the same.
That card is so special he gets his own avatar.
Okay, let's see the Reflector Mages.
Let's see that concession. Come on.
This is turn 4 with their 3rd land drop. That means they have 3 non-land cards in their hands. So let's see if they can make a comeback. It might be a little difficult for me because Harbinger is fine if I bounce something, but it's not. It's like not a good defensive card. Or sorry, it's not. It's not a good. It's a card on a good, better card on defense, but not a good card on offense. I'm gonna take a wild guess that this is going to bounce a Kamena Speaker because I can't attack with it till next turn.
Ooh.
Harbingers. Okay, I am just going to play my spells and pass, and then just wait till we go wide. So I think I can eventually muster up more creatures to attack with, and then they can block. They can block.
Here comes Flicker Whisper.
Can a Merfolk deck outrun a Mill deck easily? Harbinger is always awkward against humans, but I mean, it's okay if you can reset a really late game champion of the parish. That was insane. You could have drew something from Unclaimed Terror. If I just top deck an Island Walk Lord, you're dead.
Maybe he has Platinum Imperium. He's getting there really slow. Lord of Atlantis.
Okay, I activate Mutavault, you flash in Reflector Mage, you bounce, you block 4 things, you take 4 damage, because Thalia... This is a very important interaction when you're attacking with everything, including your lords. Thalia will block the Merfolk Mistbinder. First strike damage will happen first. Merfolk Mistbinder will die. Then everything shrinks, but I do believe that I'm going to win here if I attack with everything. I don't know how they come back from this. Reflector Mage, bounce, block 4 things. Looks like that's it. And if this doesn't work out, I can still randomly top deck a Master of the Pearl Trident. They can't play Dismember because they don't have the life to pay for Dismember. Yeah, bounce something. Yeah, I knew it. Well, whatever, doesn't matter. It's not enough.
Not good enough.
Yeah, okay, this is going to die as prophesied, so everything's smaller, because there's always the first strike damage step and then the normal damage step. And it still is a win.
Boom, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to bring in Master of Waves. It can be awkward, but still better than nothing. I'm actually just going to take out Silvergill Adept. Silvergill Adept sucks. So I'll have a good curve. Like, this matchup's definitely not about drawing cards. It's about what's on the battlefield. In fact, it's a bit awkward because attacking with Silvergill Adept and blocking with Silvergill Adept is also tough. So I would just rather have 1-drops and a good curve and Tempo. Still remember the time you played against a mill opponent and the mill players came out of the woodwork in chat. Yes. And then they ghosted me.
All mill players are scum.
This hand's like really dubious. Let's keep it anyway. Okay, we need to draw into some 2-drops or something. We need to draw into some 2-drops. Okay, we got there. Crack Waterlog Grove the first to dig for a creature, then play Botanical to activate Mutavault. I intended on playing the Comenda Speaker if all things failed. And if I took that line, then I couldn't play the Comenda Speaker in my hand. Another Thalia. What do you know? Alright, we need at least one more land to cast this Master of Waves on curve. Oh, Trickster. I think I'll actually Trickster the Champion of the Parish instead now. I think I'll do it at the upkeep before this Aetherval can tick up to 2. Keep that champion small. You're a small champion. You're a champion of something. It's nice to keep the Thalia on the battlefield because if our opponent floods on Thalias, they can't play a second one. Also, Thalia is even worse now that we don't actually have Spreading Seas in our deck. Mathematic definitely hears the sound of waves. Yeah, if we get a few... I'm going to... By the way, I'm taking the Vial all the way to 4 so that we can play around, like, Reflector Mage here. Yeah, we'll take 2. Totally expected. Oh, no way. Okay, so now I definitely need the land. Well, the plus side... Well, I mean, they can Phantasmal Image this, but on the plus side... It didn't eat one of our Master of Waves. So I'll just be on defense with this Trickster.
You'll have 4 pips.
I mean, if I get a chance, I'll block Skyclave Apparition or something. Yeah, they play Skyclave is... I guess it's fine in their deck. It is a little bit more awkward, though. They need to bend their mana base to be a little bit more on the white side because it's not a human. So if they name Ancient Cavernous Souls or Unclaimed Territory on human, this thing sucks. Anyone notice like how I'm not cracking Waterlog Grove? I don't feel like I've cracked Waterlog Grove for a card in a million years. I probably should think hard about like using that as Unclaimed Territory. Oh, fuck. Don't name Master of Waves. You're watching the stream if you are. Okay, Merfolk Trickster, that's fine.
You're watching the stream.
Yeah, you're watching the stream. Plague Engineer's not so bad. I think Skyclave Apparition is pretty annoying. Alright, whatever. They're running out of cards.
We're gonna get the pips.
Well, yeah, of course we're gonna get less pips, but...
It's still in the battlefield.
I think it's worth to take the damage, take 7, go to 11, but I'll have a decent chunk of extra creatures coming from Trickster on the following turns, as long as they don't copy Skyclave Apparition. I'm just going to pass. Anyway, this could go wrong in many ways. Skyclave Apparition, Phantasmal Image, Reflector Mage... The good news is that Skyclave Apparition did not buff up the Champion of the Parish. We're watching you, Shampoo. I mean, if they make these attacks, I'll double block the Champion. There's no good attack here. I mean, if you can't, you should just pass. Oh, okay. I mean, I'll make all these blocks. I don't mind trading here. Again, keeping Thalia on the battlefield doesn't affect us.
Pips. Get them pips.
Get to play Merfolk Trickster somewhere in the future. Can you save your creature somehow? I don't think so.
2 cards.
Remember, Master of Waves into Master of Waves can turn everything around.
Surprise.
Okay, now if you got Skyclave Apparition, I don't give a shit. But if you have, like, Reflector Mage, that can still be a problem. When do I turn the corner here? I guess not right now.
Next turn, Del.
Still want those. I still want the pips, like my brother's saying. Kudrow off Vial was my worry. Well, Kudrow wouldn't have done it. I mean, it would have buffed him up once, but I still trade with... I guess they keep the Meddling Mage. Plague Engineer still a beating. Oh god, are they going to play Meddling Mage named Master of Waves? Okay, so they're going to copy... Take the one master. What do they have in their hand? Should I wait a turn?
Nah.
Okay, hold on. I can start attacking with these.
Oh yeah, they'll be big.
You know what? Okay, we'll start attacking. The whole family is here. The whole family of the waves. Alright, attack with everything. No, I don't want to attack with you. You're just getting eaten by Thalia. Maybe it was worth it. Yes, give me... yes, I'll get cards back. No, I won't get the card back. I will get an illusion equal to the converted mana cost of the card that was taken. Far shittier. That's what makes Skyclave Apparition so good. Oh no! I could have played around that a little bit.
Yikes. Pog.
Well, now I'm probably going to lose this. What can I do here? Take 2 from there. Nah, well, I'll block this. I'm going to get a 2/2 illusion. Going to help me fight my opponent. Didn't name that with Plague Engineer. Let's play this. Who's the beat down here? Probably not me. Fuck, what do you have in your hand? You have 2 cards in your hand, you're not even playing anything.
What was your lands?
I don't think there's any advantage for them to sandbag lands in their hand, except to, like, freak me out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attack for 2 with this illusion. Because I can at least have Mutavault and this Harbinger for blocking or tapping or whatever. Merfolk, pass. Damn, I could have played Lord of Atlantis first. Then they would have named, like, Elemental or something. Okay, there's a Horizon Canopy. They're going to crack. Okay, they have nothing in hand. That just pretty much says it for me.
Bounce back to hand.
I guess this is the 2/2, right? Yeah, I could bounce it. That's not too bad. Well, this isn't a loot. Like, I just have to shoot this with some sort of triggered ability, right? Okay, we'll just keep adding to the board. So here's the bad news. We only have, like, 1 Master of Waves left in the deck. We're gonna have to win with these illusions. Oh, they've got a bunch of Thalias in their hand. That's what they have. They're flooding out on Thalia. I can't pay for this Ether Vial with this Cavern of Souls mana. Not the way I tapped it. Okay, pass. That's interesting. Or maybe they still have a bunch of lands. I don't know. Oh, crack that Horizon land. Or maybe they're pulling a basic island.
Reflector.
Oh, Meddling Mage. Oh shit. Well, it's still not it's not over, but it's pretty bad. Because I can shoot. I just need, like, I need a Trickster, or I need them to attack with one of these things. Anyway, I'm going to take some damage from Thalia for a little while. Trickster can pop this thing off.
Come on. Ah.
Not over, but not good. So we're both flooding out. It's kind of over. I think they can just attack for the win this turn. They might be cautious just in case I have Harbinger. Like, how big... That would be a big blowout, really. If I target this, get my Master of Waves back, or not my Master of Waves back, but a 4/4 blocker on this thing, that'd be huge. That'd be a huge deal. Yeah, I see this spot I want Waterlog Grove, but this is so unusual. Well, I wouldn't say it's super unusual. There are these, like, board stalls in the humans matchup. I have 4 mana, I do. I don't even need 4 mana, I have Ether Vial. Okay, pass. Well, we're definitely... as stands, we should lose this game. Because at any moment they can play Mantis Rider and win. Attack with everything. Excellent. Oh, thank God. We actually have a chance now. Okay, so what we do is... I think, unless they drew General Kudrow. So this thing died immediately, but then I'm going to pop this thing. I'm going to get a 4/4. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Lame. Lame. Oh, it's not over yet.
Yeah, we go to game 3.
All right.
I'll just submit it as it is. Hand's great. Keep. If we get to do something on turn 2, that'd be a bonus, but
They mullied.
that's good.
Go to 1. Come on.
Curious to know how that game would play out if I played the Lord first to play around a Plague Engineer. But they didn't have a Plague Engineer. They like never at any moment ever played it. They could have played it at any time. Not bad to see that Mutavault.
Mutavault. Oh, you gotta be kidding.
It's a Mantis Rider. It's not that big of a deal. I'm not thrilled to see a Mantis Rider, but whatever. We have a Vial, they don't, so we have some combat. But we do need to race it because we don't have any answer to it. So I'll play Commander Speaker. I'll take the Vial up. We can at least attack into this Mantis Rider at the very least. Ooh, it's good I just drew that Botanical Sanctum. But the crappy thing is I can't use this Ether Vial very well. Chances are we're probably going to tick the Vial up again, because I sort of foresee that we're going to see a Reflector Mage here. And if they Reflector Mage bounce the Reejerey, we're going to need to replay it, then cast Master of Waves. Actually, it won't be too bad, because then we cast Master of Waves, untap the Vial, retap the Vial, put another Reejerey in play, get more pips.
Hello, Blitchow.
Blitchow, hey Nikachu, fan of your content. We played ages ago when I was on Martyr Proc, and you were on the weirdest mono blue Karn list. Was a good time. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Oh, that was very interesting. I'm surprised that that's what they were interested in. So now I might not play... Oh, do you have Dismember? Dismember does hurt. Yeah, they have Dismember. They have a good tempo hand. I think I want to go Lord of Atlantis attack for 6. It's the most mana efficient thing to do.
It's a good plan.
But I'm losing in the air. I got to win in the next few turns because I'm going to die to this Mantis Rider. Maybe Horizon Canopy can help me a little bit. If I draw a land going... I mean, assuming they can't interact with the board, their deck is just so full of cards that are interacting with our board. That's some good news, because you can't Phantasmal Image copy anything. But maybe they have another Skyclave Apparition? Because I'll get like one more attack after this. What are you going to blindly name? Merfolk Trickster again. Ooh, Thales Lieutenant. So attack for 5. Doesn't really change the clock by much. Or at all. Oh, but it does make it hard to attack into the Mantis Rider. Okay, so... Okay, let's say I play Master of Waves right now. I don't get that much Devotion. I could go Regery, attack with Mutavault. And yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And then I can play Master of Waves next turn. I'll leave this as a chump blocker if necessary.
Those are 4/4s. What are you going to do?
Maybe I should... What if I attacked with everything? You block here, and you chump block one of these things. You block here. Yeah, it doesn't work. I don't want Master now. I'm forcing them to chump block. If I play Master, I can't attack at all this turn. And it's only worth like a little bit of Devotion, and they have a lot of blockers.
You didn't lose any pips.
So my plan is, assuming my board isn't interacted with, I can play the Master Waves next turn. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I would just play it to untap a land and attack with a little bit more from Mutavault and attack with everything. Smug-ass humans think they were better than us fish folk. One card left.
If you got it, that'll be amazing.
Hoping it's not... General Kudro is not bad. So you can blow up my 4-power creatures. Is that how this is? But if you blow up the 4-power creatures... Well, that's interesting.
Tap something down. Can you tap down his Canopy so that he loses a life?
No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so I can tap... Is this just an easy win? Okay, I play Benthic Biomancer. I tap Mantis Rider. You have to sack your whole board to blow up 4 creatures. Or how does this work? You can go... You can block the small stuff. Sack to blow this up. Sack to blow this up. Sacrifice 2 humans. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. I think this is... Yeah, I think we win here. I play Biomancer. I tap this. I attack with everything. This is a 4-power creature. You only have 3 blockers. Like if you block the 3 largest things, the 2 smallest things get through. If you block, how about you block 2 things? Well, there might be a way out of it for them, but I might not have a choice, and I just have to do whatever I got to do. I also can play Benthic Biomancer and loot once with... I don't know what I want. I don't even know what I want to draw. If you tap Hierarch, they need to sack before you go to combat. I'm not worried about the Horizon Canopy. They're never going to sack... Like, if they sack, they sack. Tap Noble, I win? Well, I just gotta make sure, like, because there are blocks. Yes, they can block and destroy in combat. Oh, wait a minute. They need 2. Oh, I didn't read that they have to pay 2 mana. Okay, so they have to sack beforehand. Okay, I get it.
Reading the card.
Yeah, reading the card does what the card does. Okay. I thought they could just sack the humans. It's totally fine. No, not. You're not getting untapped. I should loot. Oh no, it's free. It's free loot. Attacking with Mutavault anyway. Maybe I'll draw another Benthic Biomancer. I do not. Goodbye, Master Waves. Okay, go to beginning of combat. What would you like to do with that mana? Not going to get this Mutavault. You go after this, but then you're going to lose 2 blockers. I think that's it. Looks like that's it. Barely squeaked by with a victory. With the raw power. If anything, Master of Waves in the main deck would have been way better in this league. If there's really this much prowess, maybe it should be Master of Waves in the main, but I just don't think there's enough matchups. There's still a lot of matchups where Master Waves is not good. Alright, that's it.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Where's your first striker now?
1.
Show me your first striker. That's 4 damage coming through. That illusion.
Poof.
We did it! We ground away to a 3-2 victory! Yay!
Take that, Sam Black.
We're throwing shade at Sam Black for. So, what can I say about this list? So, again, a matchup where we didn't need Spreading Seas. Did we need Spreading Seas? No, we didn't need Spreading Seas. We won without Spreading Seas. So that there was only like 1 out of 5 matchups where we needed Spreading Seas. The rest were not necessary. What else do I want to say? Master of Waves was good in like 4 out of 5 matchups, I would say. What was it bad against? We play against 2 prowess decks. 2 prowess of humans. I think it's fine against humans. Yeah, we beat humans. I can't remember what we played against in round 2.
The Blister Coil Weird.
Okay, but then what did we play against in round 3?
Something with Flicker Wisp and all that.
No, that was round 1. And anyway, I don't remember. So, adjustments.
None. Well,
I really don't like that Waterlog Grove. It's blue mana, though, for like hard casting Force Negation.
Either Memnite or Ornithopter.
This is just taking too much damage. What other useful lands can I play here to help me cast Kamena Speaker? It might literally just be unclaimed territory. This is such a liability right now, taking damage off that stupid card. I don't. Oh, I do actually own unclaimed territory because of spirits in Pioneer.
There's Core Spirit.
There's just so many aggro decks right now. Humans, spirits, death and taxes. Like, you don't have time for this land to crack. I think Ben and 1 Mistbinder out in. I might just dump all the Mistbinders. I don't mind going down. Maybe we really do go down on Mistbinders and go up on the Rejury and put 3 Master of Waves in the main.
There's Core Spirit and Core Spirit Dancer.
I have so few green sources. Like, I don't have any green spells anyway, so who cares? The only problem is casting. Hard casting Force Negation seems impossible. Do we need Ben at all? Seems weak. Yes, because I think I want to curve out against, for example, humans. I want to curve out against humans, spirits, death, and taxes. It is a weak card, but at the same time, it doesn't deal any damage to me. Every league I play, there's like 0 aggro decks. Can I have your matchups? No, I want your matchups. I mean, if there's no aggro decks, I have no problem with that. Those are easy to beat. Like, the aggro match, there's like, every single time I'm up against an aggro deck, I'm helpless. I'm totally helpless. And I might want more glass pools just so I guarantee that I curve out. Again, this is like mono blue again, except we have... Kamena Speaker is worth it. Kamena Speaker is absolutely worth it on the earlier turns of the game. Completely worth it. So I have 2 cards left in the sideboard. Can be like Relic and 2 Dismember for the match. Very few matchups, but... I think we did run into a few matchups where we would prefer to have Dismember. And I guess I still can't play any like traditional counterspells if I'm not sure about this. And it can't be Dark Slick Shores. Yeah, it just can't be Dark Slick Shores. I don't know. This would be my adjustment. I don't know yet. I don't know if I've finalized this. What are you doing? Just wondering if I want to put in another Mutavault. Mutavault's not bad in this list. There's enough colorless cards between Glasspool, Mimic Reejery, and Silvergill Adept that I'd want it. What, Unclaimed Territory? I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, Glasspool, I'll need at least 2 other lands in play. One of them will be fine, I think. But maybe this is it. How was no main board member? I think I would have only wanted it against Eldrazi and Taxes. I don't want it versus Prowess. Like, it's like... It's awkward versus... It's just awkward versus Prowess. It's just not where I want to be. What else? What else can I say? Like, I'm just not sure about Dismember, and we still beat humans anyway, even when they played like a million Plague Engineers. And we still had outs against that deck because we had Trickster that could target the Phantasmal Image that had a Plague Engineer on it. Is there anything else I can put in the sideboard? This last Master of Waves is okay. I don't know. Maybe I'll try something like this. We'll go into another league today. But for I think so that maybe these are my adjustments from here. But for everyone watching on the replay, that is going to be the league for the week. Went 3-2, went up against super hostile decks. We did fine anyway. It is okay. Nothing bad happened, you know. And I think I enjoyed having Harbinger of the Tides, Merfolk, Trickster, and Master of Waves in the deck. But that is going to be the league for the week. So we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. Also, all the Twitch subscribers subscribed on Twitch. We're also going to thank our sponsors, themanabase.com and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Speedrun Simic in Modern.